Hello, respected people. In today's episode of Respected Minister, we explore public reactions to Dr. Monique Ryan's tweet, where she calls for a ban on gambling advertising, arguing that the Albanese government prioritizes media and gambling companies over the mental health of Australian children. This bold statement generated a flurry of responses, offering various perspectives on the issue. Let's break down these responses and examine how Australians are weighing in on this critical topic. Disclaimer: the views expressed in this video are based on public tweets and do not necessarily reflect verified facts. Viewers are encouraged to seek information from reliable news sources. One commenter advocates for banning government advertising on all commercial channels and shifting it solely to the ABC. This proposal suggests that commercial outlets rely too heavily on government revenue, which limits their ability to criticize the government freely. The user's perspective indicates that media independence could be strengthened by eliminating government-sponsored advertisements, allowing commercial outlets to engage in more unbiased reporting. Another user criticizes the close relationship between media networks and the government, claiming that these networks act as propaganda tools for the Labor Party. This reflects broader concerns about media independence, where some feel that vested interests and financial connections hinder objective reporting. This perspective sees gambling advertising as just another layer of control that benefits both the media and political powers. One commenter agrees with the idea of reducing reliance on commercial networks, suggesting that Australia should maintain only the ABC and SBS while ensuring their impartiality. This user also points to The Guardian Australia as a leading example of impartial journalism. This highlights a desire for more trusted, independent sources of news, free from the influence of corporate or government interests, and contrasts with Dr. Ryan's focus on gambling advertisements. Another response critiques the Labor government for failing to follow through on various progressive policies, including gambling regulations. The user sees the government's inaction as a reflection of a larger trend of compromised positions, whether it's tax cuts or raising welfare rates. This response reflects the frustration some Australians feel toward the Albanese government's failure to enact meaningful reforms in areas that impact public welfare. Finally, one user proposes other reforms to improve gambling regulations, including preventing bookmakers from banning customers who use promotions and allowing cashing out on Betfair during in-play sports betting. This more specific take on gambling reform shows that beyond the issue of advertising, there are concerns about fairness and transparency in the gambling industry, with some users offering practical suggestions to make the system less exploitative. Dr. Monique Ryan's call to ban gambling advertisements has sparked various reactions, from broader critiques of media and government connections to specific ideas on gambling reforms. As public discourse on this issue continues, it's clear that Australians are divided on how to address the influence of gambling companies and ensure both media independence and public well-being.